Magical Monday. Welcome on Instagram, welcome on Zoom, and welcome on YouTube and on Facebook. And thanks for being here, Mark. Okay. This is such an amazing time. We are in eclipse season. I'll talk more about that. I'll talk more about the massive transformation that's happening to all of us. And not just about for humanity, but for the whole planet. Because as we change, well, then we create the world that we choose to see. And I'll be going much deeper into some tools that you can use on a daily basis to help you through the next 6 weeks. So the eclipse season started last Monday for the new moon. Next week, we have the lunar eclipse for the full moon. And then 2 weeks after that is another new moon. So it's 6 weeks. So the month of September, massive transformation. It's very exciting. And today is the 9th of the 9th. Now, this is a special day for me because back in 2010, I was in California for 6 months, and I came back to Australia to submit my paperwork for my visa. And the day that I got my visa, I was in Sydney, got my visa to move to California, and I straight downstairs, because it was a high-rise building, I went to the travel agent and I said, I want to book a trip, like a plane to San Francisco. She said, what date? And I said, the 9th of the 9th, because I love numerology, and the 9th of the 9th sounded really good. So today is the 9th of the 9th. And so that's when I booked my ticket. And also on that same day, I went and I also need a ticket for my little dog, Penny, who traveled with me. And so today's my anniversary, going back 14 years ago when I made that big trip. So that gave me 2 weeks to sort out everything, get all my storage stuff shipped out. I mean, in 2 weeks, it was absolutely amazing how much I got done. And then Penny and I flew out on the 9th of the 9th. So now today we have, so much to talk about, because I don't know if you can feel the energy and the shifts, but everyone, the veil has lifted. We are shifting consciousness. Do you know, 20 years ago, and I still teach it today, is a healing or an enlightenment modality called Palawa healing. And so 20 years ago, when I was teaching, it was all Palawa is about shifting consciousness, expanding awareness, and connecting all 12 strands of DNA. So it was to help humanity over the last 20 years to actually accelerate in their personal and spiritual growth. What we're experiencing right now is exactly the shift in consciousness, the lightness on the planet. But with eclipse season, this is about really looking at those deep, dark shadow areas, looking at old karma that needs to be cleared out. It's about really doing our inner work. And this is deep transformation work, and only you can do it. And I encourage you to really go within, because this is about clearing the old, clearing the past, clearing that old karma that is holding you back. And this is old patterns, old paradigms, old programs, all the negative emotions, past trauma, the old stories. And we've been talking about this for several months, about looking at your shadow side and also doing your inner child work. And that's the work that I do with individuals with my one-to-one coaching. Though right now it's about clearing. This is your month of clearing out. Last week we talked about cleaning out your physical space, getting rid of clutter. But we're also cleaning out. Hey Rose, great to have you here, lovely. We're also cleaning out the emotional baggage that's been holding us back. So being true to you and looking at those aspects, looking at those blind spots, looking at those shadow areas, looking at those parts of ourselves that is keeping us stuck, that's holding us back from stepping into our true authentic self, stepping into our power. Because this is we came to this earth to really step into who we truly are. And this is all the massive upgrades, the massive awakenings that we're all going through, is really recognizing and realizing how powerful we truly are. So look at the word realize. It's like real eyes, and but this is about going within and looking at your true self. And only you can do this work, because the more people that do their own inner work, this is how we will actually change the world that we choose to live in. Okay. And then what's happening when you do your inner work, your light and your love will expand. And then your whole perception, your whole outlook on life changes. So then you see life through different eyes. And instead of getting caught up in all the distractions and the drama and the chaos out there, you start looking at life from a different lens and from a different perspective and outlook, and go, wow, what a beautiful world we truly live in. And I am so blessed and grateful to be alive right now. And we're all on this journey together, but it's up to every single one of us to do our own inner work and take responsibility for those parts and for those patterns that are not working. So please, I encourage you to really look at those parts. You cannot squash them down. You cannot push it under the carpet anymore. The elephant is in the room, and you need to address the elephant and be true to you. And the more you can be true to you, then you set yourself free. And it's so liberating to set yourself free. Okay, so this is a time for you to really go to a deeper level. We all came here to, it's about, our assignment in this life is about life mastery, and look at how much you are learning as a soul, as a spiritual being, and look at how far you've grown as a soul, and acknowledge yourself for how far you've grown, and just be kind and gentle and loving and compassionate to yourself as well as others, because everyone is doing the best they can. So what we are all experiencing right now on the planet is massive awakening, massive transformation. And this is what we all came here for, to witness this. Now, thousands of years ago, we destroyed the earth, but now consciousness has shifted enough that we are saving the earth And yes, there is still some darkness, but the more people that do their inner work and really turn on their heart light and raise the energy vibration, this is the massive difference that we can make for the world right now. And the next 6 months is really important, really pivotal. Next March, I've mentioned this as the equinox, massive. So we've got the equinox coming up on the 22nd of September, and I will be doing a live event here in Brisbane. If you live in Brisbane, I invite you to come along, join me. It'll be in the park outside in nature under the Story Bridge, and I'd love to have you. We will be doing a lot of different exercises, especially about clearing out old karmic patterns and really looking at the energy that's in our field that's keeping us stuck, clearing those shadows, clearing anything that is holding us back, and also connecting and realigning to our true authentic self. We'll be doing some body movement as well as meditation, as well as some shadow work, some inner child work. So yeah, I invite you. Sunday, the 22nd of September is the eclipse, and it's going to be an amazing event. So this is about, oh, let me just turn on the comments for those that are watching on Facebook. Okay, so hi Maggie, thanks for being here. Okay, Maggie just said, can you please explain what shadow areas mean? Yes, Maggie, and thank you for asking the question. So the shadow aspect, we all have areas. So we made these agreements when we came down to have this human experience. And we made these contracts and agreements as a soul in spirit. And then we said, I want to learn what it's like to love and accept myself. I want to learn how to forgive somebody, even when they've wronged me or betrayed me or hurt me. And so it's these shadow aspects. If you're still holding on to resentment or anger, fear, I'm not good enough, these beliefs like I'm unlovable, I'm unworthy. If you're still holding on to even illness and disease in your body, these are the aspects to actually clean up, because all illness and disease there's an emotional aspect to it. So when you can actually look at what's underneath that, because you are a beautiful, powerful, magnificent soul. And so no one put up their hand and said, I choose to go down to earth and suffer and struggle in this life. We're all here to learn and grow. So look at any areas. This could be relationship, that lots of relationships are changing right now. Okay, this is the season of change, massive changes, karmic changes. So any relationships, either friendships are changing, or actual intimate relationships, or marriages are changing. And this is why it's really important to do your own inner work. If there's health issues or health challenges or being diagnosed, this is a time to really do your inner work and go, okay, why did I create this illness and disease? So back when I was 21, I created cancer because of all the suppressed emotions of not feeling good enough, feeling unloved and unworthy and sad and hurt and rejected and abandoned. So it's like all these suppressed emotions were pushed down, and I created cancer out of it. because that was my way of escaping. So everyone has their way of trying to numb out some, and this is where addictions come in. And so looking at any addictive, what's your go-to when the fears come up, or when that emotion comes up and it's like you can't ignore it anymore. Well, what happens is people, will either numb out using a drugs or alcohol or pornography or gambling or food or sex, or there's so many different, or even social media. They'll start going through their phone in order to distract themselves from feeling the emotion. So this is why this is your opportunity this month to truly be true to you and to help to do your own inner work, and that will help to shift the energy. Okay, the more you can be still, be in silence, to meditate, to go within, to journal, connect with nature, go out, stand on the grass with bare feet, go to the ocean, cleanse your body in the ocean if you're near an ocean, or even have a Epsom salts or magnesium bath. Any kind of water is very cleansing. Actually, the other thing you can do is make up a salt scrub and put it all over your body and let it uh, dry, and you can leave it on for as long as possible. You can add some aromatherapy oils to it as well, and let it dry, and then wash it off. And what you're doing is also cleansing your body. So this can be an external detox, it can be an internal detox and cleansing, it can be a cleansing and clearing out of the emotions, of old patterns. But only you can look at those patterns and look at really being true, honest with yourself. Yeah, I have this pattern, and this doesn't work for me anymore. And being aware of those old programs running, or the stories that you're telling other people, or even telling yourself, especially listen to your language, because your language is an indicator of where you're at. No judgment. It's like if you hear yourself say, I can't do this, it's like that's a belief, because you can do anything, you can be anything, you can have anything. So look at those old beliefs, look at the old stories. And if you'd like to have a private one-to-one conversation, book a call, and the link is on my website. You can always book a call and we'll go deeper into this, and I'll give you some more strategies and tools specifically for you. Okay. And also, those on YouTube, please like and comment and share. I'm building up my YouTube channel, and so I'd love to continue to build up my audience here. And thank you so much for your support there. Okay. Another Another thing that is coming up is looking at the victimhood mentality. This new energy we are stepping into, there's no room for victimhood. No one on this planet is a victim. So I really encourage you to look at anything where you're falling into that old paradigm, that old archetype, because it's not true. It's not your true, authentic self. Okay, does that make sense? Maggie, yes, that makes sense. And I appreciate you so much. I love all the tips and have been doing some of them. Um, awesome. So yes, keep doing those Maggie. Wonderful. And just know that your brain, your mind is being rewired. Okay, this is the ego mind, because it's the ego mind which stands for edging God out, which Wayne Dyer used to talk about. Is there, that's where all the old patterns are stored. It's the beliefs there. But you also need to look at your subconscious mind, and this is the deep internal work that I have always been doing for decades. Why my astrology teacher called me the transformational catalyst, because in my 12th house, which is all about the subconscious mind, that's where I've got my sun and my Mercury. So that's the deep transformation work that I do for others in this lifetime. And being true to you, come into alignment with your heart, with your soul. Who are you being in this present moment, and who do you choose to be, and then step into that. So this month of September, really go deep and look at all those old karmic patterns. Okay, and we'll talk more about the full moon next week, which is the lunar eclipse. That's happening on the 17th or 18th, depending on where you live in the world. And that's another old, like, endings, completion. But I'll talk more about that next week. But this week, I encourage you to be still, meditate, sit in silence, and find your bliss. And so my burnout program is all about finding your bliss, finding the balance, and then go beyond that. So if you'd like a conversation about the Burnout to Balance program, also book a call. I'd love to have a chat to you, because my program can definitely stop a lot of these old patterns and programs that are running in the subconscious mind that are keeping you stuck. Now is the time to clear it once and for all and step into who you truly are, who you came here to be on this earth at this time, to make an impact, to make, just to be the magnificent being that you are. If you came to light up and be the joy for others and just make people laugh, we'll just start doing that. We all came here with a soul's mission and a soul's purpose. So what is your soul's mission in this lifetime, and what impact do you choose to make when you leave? And we only leave these physical bodies, our soul never dies. So just do some inner reflection work on that, and do some journaling on that, because that's quite a profound question. Okay, and okay, thanks, Rose, for the message. Great to have you here. Okay, I'm going to choose a card from the Psychic Tarot first, and this is for everybody. So I'm going to choose a card for the collective, for everybody who is listening to this. So if you're listening to this, I sense that you are on your this definitely resonates with you, what I'm talking about. You've put your hand up for your spiritual growth. You're ready to make massive changes in your life. You're ready to step into your power. You're ready to awaken your superpowers, and make some changes of anything that's uncomfortable for you. And I acknowledge you for that, because yeah, it's massive. We all need to do our own inner work and face our fears, um, to make a difference on this planet and truly set ourselves free. Okay. And if you thanks for putting that link in, Jazz. Thank you. Um and if you would like a card, please put in the comments that you would like me to choose a card for you. And okay. So this eclipse season is all of September and half of October. Okay. And okay, Mark. So it's massive, it's rapid growth. Ah, okay, that one just flipped over. It's intuition. So follow your intuition, follow your inner guidance, follow your truth. You know, we all know when you truly take a step back and just keep asking your question, is this true for me? Your intuition will jump out and it's like you will get a yes or a no. So trust that. Trust. And this goes for every situation, circumstance, conversation, anything. Keep tapping into your intuition and asking your God team, the Ascended Masters, whoever you talk to, um, is please show me, please guide me, please teach me, and just drop in and just listen to the answer. Is this true for me? Because what's true for you may be different to someone else, and that's what makes us all unique. So all you can do is honor your truth and what's true for you. Not, and listen to your truth. Okay, so more on that is intuition is the language of the soul. When this card shows up in a reading, it's a clear message that it's time for you to use your intuition. Just give it a chance and you'll quickly notice how it might be trying to get your attention. With so much information in this world vying for your every thought, it's easy to ignore or fail to acknowledge your insights. Synchronicities and so-called coincidences are powerful signs that intuition is knocking on your door. Have you heard a phrase or saying repeated by more than one person today? Do this, do the same numbers keep showing up in your life? This is where you look at the number plates or different signs. It's like the 333 numbers. That's a sign that whatever you're thinking about in that moment is spirit talking to you and confirming what you were thinking about or saying. That's your confirmation. Okay. Or it could be a message for you that you're on the right track. So, has someone mentioned the name of a specific individual whom you were just thinking of? These are all the signals for you to pause, be open, and pay attention. This is a perfect time to seek the answers from within, turn inward, where you'll find the solutions and valuable insights that are waiting to assist you. When you learn to use and trust your intuition, you'll begin to have a sense of not only the right timing, but you'll also begin to perceive people and situations with a deeper and more discerning eye. You'll not only observe beneath and beyond what's actually in front of you, you'll see the real deal. And this is in the tarot, there's the high priestess. And this card is related to the high priestess. And I don't know if you can hear all the birds. I've got all these birds in that come and visit me in my courtyard, and I've been feeding them. And I can actually hand feed them, like hold food, and they will take it out of my fingers. So yeah, all the birds are messengers, and they're all squawking. I don't know if you can hear that out there. And but it's so beautiful, you know, it's bird song. Bird song is just music to our ears. That's the the beauty that I was talking about, right? When we can see the beauty in the world around us and all the nature spirits and the birds and all the animals and even the insects, or even if a lizard comes to visit you, or a snake. I mean, that's snakes, of course they're close to the ground. That's all about intuition. So if you're seeing any animal, reptile, birds, animal, well, actually ask them, what is the message for me? Because they all have a message for you. Okay. So, okay. So Jasmine would like a card, and Maggie, and let me just check the chat here. So, and thank you. And we got Cynthia, Mark, Cynthia. Okay. So I will choose. So Maggie just said, I have noticed more lately the 3-number sequence, and I'm always thinking of my mum when I see it. And it makes me smile, and I talk to her and send her love in heaven. I wish I could hear the birds, and they aren't coming through to Facebook. I can imagine it though. Oh, yeah, I think it's the microphone. Well, so yes, the birds, I'll do a separate video on that, Maggie, and I'll post the birds singing, because it is quite beautiful. And in regards to, people who are in heaven, there's a lot of souls that are choosing to leave right now. And the energy is intense. And there's some souls that are just going, you know what, it's time for me to leave. And so again, all your loved ones, everyone who's in your life, just send love and compassion. And I said this last time, anyone who you've had conflict with, who has wronged you, betrayed you, hurt you, or whatever, do a forgiveness process. Okay, you could even reach out and say, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And that's a Ho'oponopono. This is one of the 4 sacred statements that you can do to clear the energy of any karmic relationships from your past. Okay, you can do it energetically if you're no longer in touch with the physical people. If someone has passed over, you again can connect with them energetically, because our soul never dies. So you connect with their soul and then do the same process. Or if they're in physical form still, pick up the phone and just say, I'm sorry. And that's you taking responsibility and clearing the energy for you. And what that will do is set you free. Okay, so that's what we're all looking for, freedom. And what we're moving into is the freedom of speech, feeling free, the free of the people power, and how we orchestrate and move forward in this new world that we are creating. That's why the next 6 months is so important. So be really intentional and about who you are being, and also clean up anything that could be a little darkness or those shadow aspects of you, because that doesn't belong in the new world. Okay. So now I will choose Jasmine first and then Mark. I think that was the order. So Jasmine, I am choosing a card. You know what? The guardian angels are calling out for you, Jasmine. So I'm going to choose a card from the Guardian Angel Tarot. I'll just see if one falls out for you. So, Jasmine. And if one doesn't jump out, Jasmine, I'll get you to choose 1, 2, or 3, and I'll make 3 piles. Yeah, I'm going to make 3 piles for you, Jazz. Okay, so which one lights up for you? 1, 2, or 3? And 2. Beautiful. And Jasmine feels butterflies. Actually, before I say, so think of this is what you are all going through right now. Think of the butterfly in the cocoon as it breaks out of the cocoon and becomes the butterfly and flies, right? So this is what you are going through right now, is breaking out of that cocoon, and there is a bit of discomfort. It is a bit uncomfortable as you push and expand and really like open up your wings and for you to fly, and the end result is you're a beautiful, colorful butterfly. That's the transformation process you are going through right now. So just breathe through it. Breathing, breath work is really important. Okay, the card for you is, and it's a beautiful card, Jasmine. It's got the cherub on it, and it's the Ace of Action. This cherub is heralding a time of wonderful new opportunities related to your creativity, your career, or pursuing your dreams. And this is a card of action. And if you've been procrastinating, it's time to really get busy. It's also a great time to start a new business and have confidence in your abilities. So that's interesting, because last week I remember you got the sacral chakra, which is all about creativity and starting new projects. So, Jasmine, this card is a good follow on for you to really step into your creativity, new opportunities, and be open to receiving all the new opportunities that are coming to you. So it's a very exciting time, and keep me posted. Um, Yes, I did get that. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Now, Mark, I'll stick with the Guardian Angel deck for you, Mark. And do you have a question, Mark?
Not really. I'll go with what's on the fly, but I know Elisa's after a card as well. I messaged you.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Say that again. Oh, Elise.
yeah.
Right. Yes, I will. Okay, so Mark, you got the Two of Abundance, and I know you've been working really hard, and so this is a confirmation that life may be feeling a little out of balance right now. You could be working multiple jobs or trying to make a change to your dream career. It's important to keep things light and stay in touch with your inner child. Make your work as playful as possible, and multitasking with a positive attitude brings success. Does that make sense for you?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You know me. And,
Yes. So this is all about balance and just trusting, and that being gentle with yourself, and the success is there. But especially through this eclipse season, take some time out to be still for you, to go within, to stop and breathe and listen. Okay. Because if you're pushing yourself too much, then that will lead to burnout. And then we have to have another conversation.
Yeah. Hey, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here. Okay, now I'll just check. So Liz, yes, Mark spoke up for you. Liz is coming from New York, so it's very late in New York at the moment. And actually, Cynthia's in New York. Maggie's in Maggie, you're in New York or on Eastern time as well, correct? Okay, so who was next? So I'll do a Liz, and then Cynthia, and actually, and then I've got Rose on Instagram. So um okay, yes, Maggie's in Pennsylvania. So yes, all East Coast. Great to have you here. Thank you. Okay, Liz, this one. Two of thought. And so your angels have noticed that you're not moving forward. You have multiple options that you've been reviewing and you seem to be unable to choose. Ask your angels for signs as to what direction to take, or just listen to your own inner voice, and deep down you know what to do. So, Liz, does that make sense for you? Just like we talked about, is listen to your truth, go within and be in stillness, just like, I'm telling everyone. Do your meditation, ask the questions, your truth, what's true for you and what feels right for you. Okay, and then make the choices that feel good, that make you feel strong. And okay, we got Cynthia, and then Maggie. Cynthia, can you put in the chat 1, 2, or 3? And I'm going to make 3 piles. 2. Okay. Successful completion. What have you been working on, Cynthia? So whatever you've been, maybe it's all this inner work that you've been doing, because this is a time of incredible accomplishment. Okay, and the angels are with you. Look at this beautiful picture. You're justified in feeling joy, a sense of completion and pride in the amazing job you've done. You've been blessed with many spiritual insights, and soon you'll begin a new journey. But for now, take time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. I love that. And I really encourage everyone to acknowledge how far you have come, how far, all the work you've been doing on yourself and going within and doing all your inner journey work. Just acknowledge yourself and pat yourself on the back, okay? Because it takes a lot of courage, and it's facing the fears, facing those inner demons, and taking back your power, taking back taking charge of your life and going, no more, no longer is this going to control me. And so we've been talking about that for several months, you know, looking at what's working, what's not working. And so look at, yeah, do an evaluation on your whole life. Okay. Because next week for the full moon, it's all about endings and completion. But the energy right now, it's more about coming back to your heart and feeling the joy and the love and the peace and the harmony and really just, yeah, being harmonious in everything that you're doing. Okay, so, and just keep asking yourself, you know, when you're making choices, you know, does this bring me love, peace, or joy and harmony? Um, and okay, so Maggie, I think Maggie, are we choosing a card for you? And just pop in the comments 1, 2, or 3. And then Rose, I will also, Rose is next after Maggie. Maggie, 1, 2, or 3? Okay, 1. Helper of action, Maggie. So you're blessed with many wonderful things to do. It would be great if you could take the time to make a plan first, but you probably don't have the time. So get busy, follow your instincts, and have fun. You or someone you meet is very self-assured, capable, and enthusiastic, and can do anything with a smile. So that's your card, Maggie. Does that resonate with you? Okay, and now, Rose, I'm choosing a card for you, lovey. And yes, it does. Oh, good. Awesome. So Rose, in the comments, can you just put 1, 2, or 3 if one doesn't jump out? Actually, one just nearly jumped out then. So Rose here in Brisbane, we're going around the world here with where everyone's located. Okay, so 2. Review and contemplation. So that's your card, Rose, and this is, you've accomplished a great deal in your life and you have much to be proud of. Now it's time to decide what's next. As you contemplate the past and the future, you'll get clear on your divine life purpose. Don't be distracted by conventional thinking. Be the real you. Wow. Rose, I love that message for you because I do know your story and all the massive changes that you're going through. So, very interesting. I love that message. Does that resonate for you? So yeah, be proud of all your accomplishments, everything that you've learned up until now, and just trust and have faith that new opportunities, new possibilities, new things are all waiting for you because you've got massive value to bring to the world, and you're a beautiful soul. So I know that yeah, spirit's got your back, the universe has got your back and supporting you. So just have faith and trust. trust that you're being guided, and maybe use this time just for some deep reflection. Take time out and just go within, and be in meditation, be in stillness. And because this is a time of massive transformation for everybody. This is dropping the old karmic baggage, looking at those patterns. Maybe one of the patterns is people pleasing, or always, putting others first. And it's like, come back, look after you first. And this is one of the areas we go much deeper into through the Burnout to Balance program, is having clear boundaries, and knowing when to say no, and looking at those old karmic programs and patterns that keep repeating. So now's the time to release and let go and end and complete all that is not working for you. And just be gentle with yourself for this whole month of September. Also, if you are in Brisbane, September the 22nd, I'd love for you to come along to the special Eclipse event. Sorry, the Equinox and Eclipse event. And Mark, you're welcome to fly over from New Zealand as well. And all the ladies in the US, come on over. This'll be just an amazing event. Actually, just to let you know, those in the US, I will be planning on coming over around March next year. So we can maybe do an equinox event for March next year. I'll let you know more about the dates on that. And okay, so thank you everyone for being here. Please like, comment, and share this on YouTube. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you being here. I'm just feeling so blessed and grateful for all of you, and thank you. Sending much love, many blessings to you all, and I look forward to seeing you next Monday. And I'll go into more about the full moon, and what we can do for the full moon, and also the upcoming equinox as well. So I'll talk more about that next week. This week, go and create miracles. Have a magical week. Sending you much love, many blessings, and bye for now. Thanks, everyone.